Hey everyone, so for today, I'm finally starting up a project pan again. I stopped filming videos for about a month, so I just kind of scratched all my project pans and I wanted to start fresh again. So I'm just going to be doing one project pan from now on. I'm also only posting one video a week. So these are going to be just 10 products that I want to finish at least by the end of the year. But as I hit my goal on them, I will be rolling them out and rolling in new products. So this will be a rolling style project pan. And I'm not working on a product from every category, but I did try to sort of disperse the products amongst categories of makeup. So I'm not working on like multiple eyeshadows or multiple blushes. I do like to do that with my project pans just so I feel like I can make the best progress that way. And I also am not going to be using these products like every single time I do my makeup. So with this project pan, I think the progress is going to be a little bit more slow because I still want to be using the other products in my collection. And I don't want to just mainly force myself to use these products and then get sick of them. So I am going to sort of introduce the 10 products to you guys in this video, and I'm also not counting usage on these. The way I will be keeping track of my progress is either by update photos or like, for example, with this primer, I will be like marking the packaging on products where I can do that, but I'm not going to track usage just because I know I won't stay consistent with that. So let's just go ahead and get into the products. As you saw, the first product I will be panning is the Vesca Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer and Luminizer. So this is just like a basic glowy primer. This is pretty pricey for what it is, so I feel like I wouldn't repurchase this. And you saw the marking on it. I am like pretty close to done. I didn't get this brand new either. I got it off of Mercari, so some of it had already been used up, but this was also in a project pan just previously, like a month ago, before I stopped sort of doing my project pans. So I did make a lot of progress on it that way. Before I rolled it into that other project pan, it was probably like more than halfway, like probably up to here. But I have been consistently using this just to try to get it out of my collection. So I'm kind of anyways unofficially panning this product along with a couple of the other products. I was kind of just unofficially panning, just kind of consciously using to try to maybe finish them up or hit pan. So I decided to roll some of those products into this project just as products that will be a little bit easier to hit my goal on. And then obviously I also have some more difficult products. So the first one is this primer. I feel like I can finish this within a couple months. The next one is another one I was kind of panning, even though it wasn't technically in a project pan. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. This is a very light coverage concealer, which is specifically what I was looking for and why I purchased this. So it is sort of exactly what I expected it to be. It doesn't give you a ton of coverage, but I do really like it, especially for those days when I'm specifically looking for this type of concealer and I'm not wearing a lot of makeup or I'm wearing very minimal makeup. So I do really enjoy this. I don't have a lot of it left. It's hard to tell where I would even mark it. I think this is like a clicking up pen, so I feel like it's almost like an airless pump type of thing. So it might be like about down to here. So I really don't have a lot of this left. I have used it quite a bit, but also it didn't last very long. I feel like there's not a ton of product in this, but it is e.l.f., so it's pretty inexpensive. It's like maybe $6 or $8. So I feel like this is another one I can finish within the next couple months, as long as I'm wearing makeup, which is another thing. I'm going to try to consistently wear makeup again, and I haven't really been doing that. If I wake up early enough before work, I can at least apply a minimal makeup look, which is what I like to do. So I will try to wake up early enough so that I can apply makeup and actually get use out of these projects or products, or else this is not going to be a very successful project. Next up is a face powder. I have been working on this forever, so you guys may recognize this. This is the Catrice Prime Fine Mattifying Powder. It does say waterproof, and I have repressed this. I think I only repressed it once, but this is what it's looking like now. So this is another one I've kind of unofficially been panning, but I also don't wear face powder enough. But I figured since now we're getting into the summer, I do like to mattify my skin a little bit, especially my T-zone where I get oily. So I tend to use powders more in the summer. So I feel like I could make really good progress on this, again, if I am wearing makeup. So this is one I've just been wanting to finish off forever because I have so many products, or so many powders in my collection. So I do really want to get this finished off, get another powder out of my collection, because I do still have a ton more left to work on once I finish this up. So I'm really happy to almost have this done, but I know this probably will take me a while to finish off, just because, like I said, I don't wear powder a ton, and when I do wear powder, I don't wear a lot of powder. Next up is a bronzer. I was going to throw in 2 bronzers, but then I decided that might be a little bit too much. So I'm just going to work on this one first. Then when I hit my goal on this one, I can roll in that other one. So this is the Vesca Kiss by Santorini Soft Matte Bronzing Powder. This is their second to lightest shade. Their lightest shade just looked pretty yellow. And I did also get this in a little bundle off of Mercari with that face primer. So it's kind of funny, I did relatively recently get these 2 Vesca products, and I'm already wanting to work my way through them. You can't really see, I don't think, but this does have a pretty good dip going in here. I will pop the photo up on screen. You can probably see a little bit better in that, but I can see sort of the imprint of the pan. So I feel like I am very, very close to hitting pan on this. I just don't know how long it's going to take me. This bronzer is also super powdery, so when I dip my brush in here, there's a lot of kickback, which I wasn't really expecting from this bronzer. A lot of people really, really love this. I haven't really made up my mind about it because it is so powdery. There is so much kickback, so I feel like it's almost a waste of product. But I will obviously continue to use this, hit pan on it, and then kind of figure out how I feel about it. If anything, I'll probably just end up finishing it off rather than decluttering it. But I am really excited to get some more use out of this. Next up is a product I knew I was going to end up panning in the summertime. This is from Nude Sticks. It is just a little mini, and this is in the shade Hey Honey. So this is obviously like one of their cream stick cheek products. And this highlighter is slightly too dark. Obviously, you can probably tell in the tube. It does show up a little bit more sheer on the cheeks, and I did actually put this on the tops of my cheekbones today. So that is mostly what that glow is. But I actually really love the way this ended up looking today, and I feel like now that we're getting into the summertime, I'm going to be a little bit more tan, so I can pull this off a little bit better than in the winter when I'm at my palest. Since it is just like slightly too dark, I feel like you can see a little bit of that shadow on my cheekbones a little bit, but there's not a ton of this left. Stick products like this, I feel like do take me a pretty long time to get through, especially a highlighter where I'm not using a ton of product at once. So even though it doesn't look like there's much left, I feel like this will still take me a while to get through. So hopefully I can make some good progress on this, but I don't see this being done anytime soon. Next up, we have a cream blush. You guys know I love my cream products. So this is the Lime Crime Software Blush in the shade Flash Drive. The lid to this is broken, which kind of cheap packaging. This isn't really a cheap product, but I do enjoy this blush. I like to wear it the most on my really minimal makeup days, and I kind of use this as a blush highlighter sort of multitasking type of product, just because it is a pretty glowy blush. It almost looks like a highlighter on the cheek, but it does have that blush color to it. As you can see, I have made a pretty good dent in here, so I feel like I'm relatively close to hitting pan, but I also could be pretty far away. I'm not really sure how deep this pan is, but I feel like I should be able to hit pan on this within the next few months. And obviously my progress will depend on how much I use it. So I feel like this won't be too difficult to hit pan on. I also do love wearing this on my really minimal makeup days, which is most days. So I feel like I will be able to get some really good use out of this. Next up, we have an eyeshadow palette. I want to sort of include an eyeshadow palette in my project pan at all times, especially if I'm just doing this one project pan. So my goal is going to be to hit pan on at least one of these shades. I don't have any pan in this palette, which is surprising because ABH shadows are really easy to hit pan on. I didn't mention this is the Abh Norvina palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. But I do have some pretty good dips going in here. This shade right here actually shattered, so that has been repressed, and it's not a very deep pan. Like, there's not a ton of product in there. This shade is also like just a champagne shade, so that does have a little dip going in there. I can see myself maybe hitting pan on that one. Or this one right here is just a cream shade, which I like to use as like a brow bone and inner corner highlight, or just to set down my whole lid. Other than like those 3 shades, I don't think I'll hit pan on any of the other ones in here. My main goal for this project will be to hit pan on at least one of these. So I think when I hit pan on one of these, I will roll it out. But this is also in my Shop My Stash right now, so I'm kind of already using it anyways. This is also the palette I have on my eyes today. This is the only shadow I have in my eyes. Yes, so I used this shade right here all over the lid, and then just some of this in the crease. That's pretty much it. I also put this on the inner corner, and then as a liner I use this sort of burgundy shade in the corner here. So that is my whole eyeshadow look. Actually, that's not true, because I did also pop a Terra Moon shadow on my lid, just the center part of my lid, because I couldn't help myself. But this is mostly what I have in my eyes today, and I do really, really love this look. You wouldn't think you could come up with a look that's like not purple or pink with this. I don't know why I would think that, because there is still like some gold and neutral shades in here as well. So I like that I can sort of get out of my comfort zone and play with a little color with this, but also make a really neutral look like I have on today. So I do really enjoy this palette. I feel like I just haven't used it enough. Next up, we have the lip products that I'm throwing into this project pan. I do have sort of one lip product for each category, so a lip liner, a lipstick, and then a lip gloss as well. I do tend to usually only wear at least a lip liner and a lip gloss, sometimes just a gloss, but if I'm doing a full face of makeup, I will throw on a liner, a lipstick, and a gloss. So this is sort of the combo I think I will be leaning towards to try to get these products finished off. But I did kind of throw this lip liner in very last minute. I was kind of unofficially panning it, so I just wanted to throw it in here anyways. This is from ColourPop, the shade 951. And as you can see, it is pretty small. So, I mean, it might not look that small on camera, but compared to my other ColourPop liners that I haven't used as much, it is the smallest one. So this, I'm not sure if I will end up completely finishing. I at least just want to make some progress on it. Maybe use half of it up. We'll see if I end up getting sick of it. But like I said, I'm not going to be using these products every single time I do my makeup, for that reason, because I don't want to get sick of these products from forcing myself to use them. So I won't be using this every time I wear my makeup. This is the lip liner I have on my lips today, obviously underneath the gloss and a lipstick, so you can't really tell the true color. But I do like that this just adds a little bit of dimension to my lips, and it's a pretty natural nude everyday color as well. And then I chose to work on my Kbd lipstick. This is in the shade Ludwig. This is like the original Kat Von D lipstick. And I don't have a ton of this left. I feel like a ton of product didn't come with it, but this is just a really, really pretty mauve, nude, everyday type of shade. I like that it's a little bit more cool tone, but I am trying to wear some more warm tones recently, just because I feel like I always reach for cool tones just naturally, because that's what I like to wear and that's what I feel like looks the best on me. But I do also really like this look today. It is sort of a little more neutral rather than warm, but my lips are definitely more warm. Anyways, I'm really excited to try to use this lipstick up. I don't know if I will completely end up using it up. I mean, by the end of the year, I hope I can finish this. I don't know how quick the progress will be on this, just because I feel like lipsticks do take a really long time to use up, especially if I'm not wearing it every single day. So we'll see how the progress goes with this one. And then lastly, the gloss that I chose is actually my Milani Soft Rose Gloss. This is their Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. Everyone loves this formula. I feel like it's pretty thick, like it's not the most comfortable or easy to wear or use formula, just because I feel like a lot of product also comes off on the wand, so I kind of have to wipe it off every time I use it. It is still a really pretty gloss, and I do like it. I like that it's sort of plumping, so it does have that sort of tingly effect, which I enjoy. Some people don't, but I am actually about halfway done with this. I didn't realize I had used so much of this. This was in, I forget if it was in an actual shop, a project pan, or a Shop My Stash. I think it may have been in a project pan, but I wasn't trying to completely finish it. I think I just had a usage goal on it, because I wasn't at all expecting to finish this. But this isn't my favorite gloss. I do enjoy using it, but I know I wouldn't repurchase it. So I feel like this would be a good one to get out of my collection. And I feel like I will be able to finish this by the end of the year. I'm kind of unofficially panning some other glosses as well, so this will not be the only one I'm working on, but I'm excited to work on this, and it is a little bit more mauve-y. I kind of did that on purpose because I feel like obviously the Abh Norvina palette is a little bit more of a cool tone palette, so I chose some cooler tone lipsticks. That way I can sort of wear all of my Project Pan products together, even though I won't be wearing these products every single day. But I feel like I can create a very cohesive look with all of these products that are in my Project Pan, which kind of makes sense to put products in your Project Pan that you can actually wear together. That way you can get more use out of it. So hopefully I will naturally reach for a lot of these products. But like I said, I'm also just trying to get use out of my collection in general, so I don't want to be reaching for these products every time I do my makeup. But that is it for this video. I'm really excited to start working on these products, get some more pan in my collection, and also finish some more products off. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos once a week now, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.